Shalom, shalom, shalom. Yashael just completed the day of trumpets. Some would know it as blowing of the shofar or the feast of trumpets. But I don't know if many people know what that day represents. The Bible, when we come to Scripture, the Scripture is very slim on what it is and what's its purpose. So I wanted to come in to help those who want a little bit more understanding on what is the day of trumpets and what's the purpose of blowing the shofar. Now, when we go into Scripture, when we go into Leviticus 23, you will see where the Most High Yah is talking to Moses. He says, "Speak unto the children of Yasharel, saying, In the 7th month, in the first day of the month, you shall have a Sabbath." That means rest. A memorial of blowing of trumpets. That means a remembering, a reminder of blowing of the trumpets. And holy convocation. I mean a holy gathering of the children of Yasharel and those who love the Most High. You shall do no servile work. So whatever you do on a daily basis as a form of work, you don't do it on that day. But you shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Most High. Now, when we go into Numbers 10, you will see Numbers 29 and 1, it will reiterate what I just said, and it gives more detail on the sacrifices that are to be made with oil mingled with a little flour and so on. It's the day of grilling, I'm telling you. It's a wonderful time, wonderful time. But as a reminder, you will see sin offerings in there. That was one of the ordinances that was changed because the last sin offering was the Most High loving Son, the Messiah. Now, to give a little more clarification on the purpose of the Day of Trumpet, you have to go to Numbers 10. In Numbers 10, it gives you a little bit more detail on the purpose of the trumpets. And when you get down to 10, it'll give you more detail on why we're doing the celebration. Now, when we go into Numbers 10, you will see the Most High speaking to Moses again. And the Most High spoke unto Moses, saying, Make thee 2 trumpets of silver. Of a whole piece shalt thou make them, that they mayest use them for the calling of the assembly, and for the journeying of the camps, when the children of Yasharel is moving from place to place. And when they shall blow with them, all the assembly shall assemble themselves to thee at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And if they blow but one trumpet, then the princes, the heads of the thousands of Yasharel, shall gather themselves unto thee. So the princes, who are the head of the tribes, of all 12 tribes, will appear. Now, when you blow an alarm, then the camps that lie on the east parts shall go forward. When you blow an alarm the second time, when the camps that lie on the south side shall take their journey, they shall blow an alarm for their journeys. So you have to know the difference in sounds and how it is said, how it is blown, so to know when we're moving. But when the congregation is to be gathered together, you shall blow, but you shall not sound an alarm. That lets us know there's a difference between an alarm when being attacked and an alarm for movement. And the sons of Aharon, the priests, shall blow the trumpets, and they shall be to you for an ordinance forever throughout your generations. It's something we must do. And if you go to war in your land against the enemy that oppresses you, then you shall blow an alarm with the trumpets, and you shall be remembered before the Most High, your Elohim, and you shall be saved from your enemies. So you have to know when you're at war. When people are coming against you, you sound that shofar, you blow that horn so that the Most High can come and fight for you and fight with you. Also, in the day of your gladness. Now, this is where Numbers 10:10 goes to the day of the trumpets. So the day of the trumpets is your gladness, right? It says also in the day of your gladness and in your solemn days, that mean appointed times, in the beginnings of your months, you shall blow the trumpets over your burnt offerings, over the sacrifices of your peace offerings, that they may be to you for a memorial, a reminder before your Elohim. I am the Most High, your Elohim. Now, 10 lets us know that the Day of Trumpets, the Feast of Trumpets, is a moment of gladness, happiness, joy, because we just finished the Feast of Weeks, your ingathering. We're thanking the Most High for all the things that He has given us and blessed us for that year. Now, from the agricultural aspects of it, when you're growing, and He gave us an increase of what we're growing, or increase in our business in modern day's time, increase in everything. It's a time of joy and happiness. That's what blowing of the shofar is. We are marking that day where we're blowing to remind ourselves of what the Most High has done for us, what the Messiah has done for us throughout the year. It's something that we will continue to do year after year until the turn of the Messiah. Now, after our gathering, after we come together, because we're supposed to come together as brethren and celebrate this time together and be full of joy, happiness. Whether if you don't have a shofar, shout, clap your hands, be thankful for waking you up, for bringing you out of the traps of these brands out here. Now, some will have a hard time finding the Day of Trumpets or the Feast of Trumpets because one particular brand has decided that they're going to change the name of it. So you will see Rosh Hashanah on there, which is not the name given according to Torah. Now, during the Babylonian periods, in the use of the Talmud, this particular brand decided that they're going to change the Day of Trumpet to Rosh Hashanah and make it their New Year celebration amongst other things. And they get that from their Talmud. Now, that's not the way of Abba Yah. He didn't tell us to change these things. That's why it's always important to show yourself approved, because our walk is to be better with the Most High. Our walk is to be better with the Messiah. That's why we must always be strong in faith and not let religion control your movements. That's why you will never see any of these other brands giving you the truth of that celebration. They don't want the children of Yasharel to wake up. They don't want that. They have been using our history to gain wealth while telling you that you're no one, by telling you you are a byword, by telling you that you have nothing except for what they have given you in captivity. And what we have taken in captivity, we created it as our culture. That's not your culture. That's not your culture. Trust me, it's not your culture. We are in a position in which we were taken out of captivity, and we did well with the scraps that those who were in control gave us, and we took it and made something great out of it. And we took that of what they gave us and made it into our culture. That's not our culture. Our culture, you'll find that in the first 5 books. Our history, you will see it from the end of Deuteronomy going into Yahusha, all the way up to the back of the book. You will see our history. That is your true culture. But those who participated in the day of blowing of the shofar, hey, I hope you had a wonderful and great time. I hope you felt the Ruach. For those who are you wakening up into it, hey, it's all right. You may not have known, but you know now. Move forward. Walk strong. Always strive to be better. Shalom.